Hey everybody, it is Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2. And I'm out here setting up my video and I'm running late to make my Texas Gun Vault poll question of the week, which if you guys are following the channel, you guys know this week it's about firearms colors. So it was a viewer submitted question, and so I brought out a couple of guns I'm going to talk about. Of course, I got to have my wife's pink AR-15. And I didn't bring out anything that's really black or flat dark earth because we all know what all that looks like. I did bring out one of my SBRs, a 9mm that is olive drab. Yeah, you guys can see that. And I also have, because I have it in for review on the channel, a Q Sugar Weasel, which this is something else because this is clear anodization and it has that interesting kind of a gray and I guess a yellowish color? I don't know what you would call that. It's definitely not flat dark earth, but that's kind of the others. But I was going to talk about that and what I think, and should companies offer more colors when they build guns? I know it's a little bit more logistical and can cause problems because it's easier to have everything the same color, because if you have to re-anodize stuff or refinish it for different runs, it's more costly. I totally get it. But that's what I'm setting up for right now. I got the camera all set up, getting my laptop started up. I really need to plug this in. But anyway, while I'm out here, I thought that I would make a quick video on some upcoming content that I'm making. And I thought you guys might want to know about it because I saw my good friend Jack today. And I still got the Sig P220 and 357 Sig to shoot. I might do that tonight. And I do want to shoot this Q Sugar Weasel. However, I took it to the range one time, and the owner of this, D, he runs a suppressor on this. Now, I do not have any suppressors that fit on the, I believe it's called the Cherry Bomb. I don't have any suppressors that fit on that. So I can't run it suppressed. And I guess the gas system is tuned for a suppressor because when I try to run standard 5.56 ammo through this, it won't cycle. It will eject, but it won't pick up the next round. And I know this is an adjustable gas block, but the adjustment is behind this little part of the handguard. So I guess I got to take off the handguard to open it up a little bit, and the owner of this said I can, but I'm not really sure how to do it. And of course, I never want to mess up anyone's handguard. I do know we have a little thing right here, which I guess is for removing the handguard. So maybe I'll adjust that. I have to do a little bit of research before I take this to the range. So yeah, that's some stuff I have to get done. And the two things from Jack. So let's sit down, we'll talk about this one. This first one is going to be kind of a compendium to the last Sig P220 video that I made. This is another, I think it's made in, let's see here. Yes, West Germany, yes, because it has the heel relief, so this is probably before 1981 or something. The last one I reviewed was in 45. This one is in 38 Super. I have never shot a gun in 38 Super. I know a lot of people that compete like it. And it's been around for a while. I just never, ever have. And this one was not imported by other people. This one was imported by Sig Arms Incorporated when they were in Tyson's Corner, Virginia. That's what the import mark is. And so this one, as I said, is in 38 Super. And I do have to give a shout out to my friend Jack because whenever I review one of his guns that maybe is in a different caliber than I normally shoot, like the Makarovs, which are 9x18, Jack provides me with some ammunition because I don't have anything else in that caliber, so I don't have it kind of stored up or in my ammo supply. And so often he supplies some ammo for those. But in the range reports, I always thank Mark from Brownworks because he is my primary sponsor who provides a monthly supply of ammunition. And typically he asks me, what do you think you're going to be reviewing this month? And I'll say 9, 40, 45, 5.56, 300 blackout, whatever. And that's what he buys. And sometimes Jack will give me stuff that I'm not expecting, like Makarov or in this case, 38 Super. And so I want to give him a shout out because he kind of jokingly said today when I saw him, he goes, "You don't thank me for the ammo that I give you." And so I need to thank him for the ammo that he gives me. So he did supply some 38, I keep saying 380, 38 Super for this range report. So I'm still going to give a little shout out and a read for Brownworks, of course. But thank you, Jack, for the ammunition. I will make sure to include that in the range report. Then we also have another revolver of his that he surprised me with. Something I am looking forward to shooting. He got a Ruger SP101 in 357 Magnum. Yeah, so I haven't really shot a lot of Rugers on my channel, not a lot of revolvers. So this one might be kind of popular because it's a very common, well-respected revolver. And he says, for being a smaller gun, it shoots 357 pretty well and you don't feel it too much in your hand. So we'll have to see. But yeah, I have that to review. So 2 new guns on the table to review. And so thank you, Jack, and thank you for the ammunition. Wanted to make sure I say that because I promised you that I would. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah, something else. I know sometimes people don't like it when I talk about all the crazy comments I get on my channel, but I want to talk about this one because this one kind of, I don't want to say hurt, it bothered me a little bit. So on one of my Mark 18 videos, it was a couple days ago. I mean, I released the video, I don't know, maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. But somebody responded, just another YouTube seal. You know, obviously he's trying to degrade me because I have a Mark 18, I did this Mark 18 build. And I replied to him and I said, you know, in the video, I pretty much say I'm a collector and I like cloning rifles. I don't go out and try to be an operator. I don't run gun courses. I don't compete. I don't think I'm a Navy SEAL. I don't think I'm cooler or better than anybody else because I built or have a Mark 18 clone. I am just honestly a gun nerd. That's just what I like. I like the mechanics. I like the history. I love building rifles. It's just fun. It's a hobby, and that's all it is. I don't think I'm anybody, you know, just because I own a competition gun doesn't mean I think I'm a competitive shooter, or just because I own a skeet shotgun doesn't mean I go out and shoot skeet. I might just have it because it's part of my collection, or it's something that I'm interested in that I just want to pull out of the safe and look at it, maybe go to the range from time to time, shoot and enjoy, and that's it. So I replied to him. I said, you know, you didn't watch the channel. You know, I don't claim to be a Navy SEAL, nor do I want to be. I mean, look at me. I'm, you know, past my prime, I guess. I'm in my 40s. 42 right now, you know, I got the tactical dad bod. That's it. I just like guns, you know? And, you know, he laughed at me in that comment and then said, those that can't do, teach. And normally, you know, the whole banter about making fun of me or whatever doesn't bother me on the channel. But I'm a teacher by profession. And I don't think he knew that. But that's what I do for a living. I'm a music teacher. And I'm going to tell you, it's not something that I grew up thinking that I was going to do for a living. I kind of fell into it. I wanted to be a orchestral musician. I guess a college professor. It's why I got my doctorate degree in music. Yeah, I am Dr. Jason. And so I ended up kind of falling into this first because I needed money. And then it turned into something I was pretty successful at and really enjoyed doing because it gives my life purpose. I feel that I help the next generation. And as a mentor of mine once said, we're not in the business of making good musicians. We're in the business of teaching good people. You know, teaching kids to be good people. And sometimes as a teacher, I'm a mentor. Sometimes I'm a drill sergeant. If they need to be, you know, if they're working for an audition or doing something, I'll be a drill sergeant. Sometimes a student just needs, someone that is supportive of them, because maybe somewhere else in their life, they don't get that, they're made fun of at school or they have a rough home life. And so when I teach them, I try to be as supportive and encouraging as possible and brighten their day and still educate them, And it's giving me great purpose, as I said, because now I'm old enough and have been doing it long enough that I have students that have gone on and gone to college, gotten their master's degree, and are actually now colleagues of mine. So it's kind of weird when I, get called to play a gig or something, and I show up, and the person sitting next to me was a student that I started as a beginner, and now they're a professional musician doing what I do. It's pretty awesome. And then sometimes I'll have people from my past reach out and they'll thank me. And they'll say, you were the best teacher that I had. You made high school enjoyable, or middle school, or whatever. And it means a lot to me, because what I do, I get to work with students in some cases for longer than they'll ever have any other teacher. I will work with them from the time they are a 6th grader all the way through they are a 12th grader. So 7 years of education. Where other teachers, they only get for 1 year, sometimes, depending on the coursework in high school, maybe 4 max. But they get to see me sometimes for 7 years. And I get to know the families. I get to know so much. And when these students come back and say how much I've positively affected their life, it's why I do what I do. I have a whole box. In fact, it's over on my other workbench. A box that every time I get a note or a card or a Christmas card or a whatever from a student or their family, I put in that box because it means so much to me. And so for somebody to say, hey, you can't do, it's why you teach, it kind of hurt a little bit, And I kind of thought it was a little bit short-sighted. But, that's why I have this channel, is I like to learn, but I also like to teach and educate. So I don't know what those people expect. It kind of hurt. But my response was kind of snarky. Okay, I fully admit it. I said, because he said, those that can't do teach. And then I said, those that are dicks get banned. So I just banned them from the channel. I just don't have time for that. And anyway, I want to talk about that one because it kind of wears on me. And I think you guys know that. I don't understand. I really do my best. I know that I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not the most charismatic. I'm not the most knowledgeable. I'm not the best shot. I'm not any of those things. I'm just a dude, And sometimes I think people have a wrong perception of what I do here. Sometimes I think people that casually follow the channel think that I'm trying to be the military arms channel, or be small arms solutions, or be forgotten weapons, or any of that. And that's not what I do. I'm not trying to supplant what I do for a living with this. It's just a hobby, it's just a hobby, something I enjoy doing, having fun. That's it. I've had a modicum of success, but I know I'm small potatoes, and I'm always going to run this channel like I'm a small channel forever, because sometimes when I post like my Texas Gun Vault Christmas tree thing, it doesn't get a lot of views. Or people say, this is stupid. I'm here for the guns. I'm going to unsubscribe to you because you do this. Okay, that's fine. Remember, I'm just a small channel. If you come just to see the gun content, fine. You don't have to click on the non-gun content. That's fine. I don't care. But I don't know. I think of myself more as just a small channel, a personality that maybe brighten somebody's day because they, just either like to follow me or want to know something about a gun or whatever. And I just produce that content to pass the time for somebody, because I know that I've gone through a very rough time in my life in the past. Very, very rough time. And content creators that put out great videos or entertaining videos or educational videos that I watched, got me through that, because sometimes I just wasn't in the mood to do anything. I just lay in bed and, look at my phone and watch these videos and learn, be educated or entertained. And they didn't know who I was, but they got me through a rough patch, I kept my mind off of what was going on. And so I hope in some small way I can do that to help people. My main goal with this channel is, number one, for me to have fun. Number two, to hopefully help people and to advocate for the Second Amendment. I try to be positive. I know, as I said, I'm not the best. I don't want to be I'm not trying to be the best. I'm just trying to be me. And that's it. So that's why I do this. You choose to be here. I don't know why people just feel constantly they just have to be mean. And it seems like my comments, the people that comment on my channel, lately in all my videos. It's very small. I'm always surprised because sometimes I'll get emails to texasgunvault@gmail.com of people that say, hey, I'm a long-time subscriber and I like this video, blah, blah. And I think to myself, why don't you comment on my videos? Because it'd be great to have that interaction. But it seems like maybe I've kind of reached that threshold when my channel is, I'm about to hit 40,000 subscribers on the main channel, that maybe I've reached that point where it attracts enough attention that people either don't understand what the channel is about, or people are just mean, you know? They're just nitpicky. I don't know why people have to be that way. I don't know. There's a lot of content out there that I don't watch or don't like, but I don't go out there and say you're an idiot or whatever, or make fun of them, or I mean, I'm bigger than all that. I mean, as I said, it doesn't like bother me. You know, I don't go, oh my gosh, look at that. It just it wears on you. You know, it's just like that. It's just like you being annoyed more than anything else. You know, you go and you go somewhere out to eat, and like there's like a little baby crying, and it just on the other side of the restaurant, it just keeps going and going and going and going and going, and eventually you're like, it just wears you down. At first you ignore it, and then it doesn't really affect you. It doesn't affect, you know, the taste of the food or anything, but it just kind of slowly affects your enjoyment of the experience. You know, that's just kind of what it is. But anyway, I know I've been kind of rambly today, so I got to get going because it is right now 3:04 in the afternoon, and I have not filmed this video, and I got to film this video. So I got to get all mic'd up here. Got to put these guns in the safe. So once again, thank you, Jack. I got to go put those in the safe, get those to the range. Got to get set up for my video on firearms colors, and then who knows, if between invoicing my clients tonight, I might be able to do a live stream. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It doesn't look like it, but who knows? Maybe I'll be able to do that. So anyway, I have talked for 17 minutes and 5 seconds. Jeez, good gosh. I could have made the video by now. So anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, I want you to thank Jack in the comment section, because Jack provided the ammunition. So I'm going to make sure that he knows how much I appreciate him when he provides me ammunition for the range report. So thank you, Jack. And if you made it all the way to the end, please say thank you, Jack, as well. So there you go. And thanks for watching to the end, by the way, because I'm trying to get like different tiers. YouTube has like different tiers of like how active your channel is. And I have all these things crossed off. You know, but I need 4,000 hours of watch time. And it has been a slow drag right now to like 2,700 hours or whatever. So I'm just trying to get over that 4,000 mark. So if you watch this to the end, thank you so much. You guys are awesome and amazing. And once again, if you want to participate in the Texas Gun Vault Christmas tree, don't forget to send me the ornament and the P.O. box. My address is in the link, or in the link, the description below. And remember, it doesn't have to be expensive or time-consuming. It can be something homemade. Throw it in a little envelope. Pay as little as possible. Send it to that thing. I will open it, read it, and thank you. And I'll put it on the Texas Gun Vault Christmas tree. So that's it. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. And thank Jack. So, as always, thanks for watching.